pin the comment in the room, and then we're gonna let some people get in the room. These niggas nosy, so. Oh. I should put this right there. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna put the. It's enough people on. Alright, so we know that, you know what I mean, word got out about what happened, so we have some updates.
Yeah, so we know everybody knows about the car accident, and word got out, spilled the beans. Just want to let everybody, first of all, I want to let everybody know we all good. We're all safe, healthy, good. But yeah, word got out because of me, because I spilled the beans. After the car accident, so after the car accident, I was really shaken up about it. And, at the end of this, we're going to show the pictures and everything, and we're going to tell you what happened. But, I was really shaken up about everything that happened, and I was at a low point. And, that's when your demons come the most. And I had a lot of trolls in my inbox sending me videos and stuff. And I was having a lot of thoughts. And versus seeking clarity with my family, I went to somebody on the outside and, and I made a decision without consulting anybody or talking about why I was feeling the way I was feeling. And, after all that, after it was all said and done, after I already talked to somebody and reached out to somebody else, I did go to the family. We did have a meeting. And I ended up getting clarity on everything that wasn't what I thought it was. It wasn't what I had perceived it to be. And it was wrong. I was false. It was wrong about everything I said, and it just sucks. It's fucked up on my behalf because a lot of people, a lot of people take what you say and they can twist it and make it seem as if it's something that it's not. And they'll attack the family because of it. You see what I'm saying? A lot of the family get attacked because of these things because they'll use our weaknesses against each other.
Right, because they don't really have our best interests.
Right. They don't really have our best interests at heart. It's a lot of shaming, and that's what you see on the troll pages, and that's why they go so hard. It's like they really want to destroy what's going on. I just want everybody to know, I'm safe. I don't know what got out and what was said, but I'm safe. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Everything's good.
Cause you got. I
have an investigator Mercury.
She has a Mercury in the 8th house, so
I can
she's
read
always
too far.
Looking
way too far.
And a lot of times you're accurate on what you see, but when you don't communicate it,
right.
That's when
it could turn into something completely different.
It could turn into something.
Right.
But yes, everybody's okay. What's happening? Everybody in the room. But yeah, so that's all you want to expound on that?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, everything is good. Basically, we want everybody to know that we're all right. We got in a car accident. It wasn't about my driving.
No.
Because the brakes actually went out on the spaceship.
The brakes went
out. So I'll just tell y'all this. If y'all want to know what happened, pretty much. So we have a spaceship. We have been getting work done on it. So it was like we have been putting a lot of money into it. We thinking the spaceship works fine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We just got
the brakes done.
Replaced.
We just got the brakes replaced. The rotors done. We had got everything brakes, new brake pads. We just got new brake pads, literally.
Right.
And I know we live on a mountain, and it's a big spaceship, but still it's like. And I'm gonna pull the pictures up too.
Right.
But still it's like. Yo, we got work put on it. Brake pads don't wear out that fast. It had been maybe not even a week since we just paid for the spaceship to get fixed. So we were driving down the mountain, you know what I mean? And It was raining. I'm not thinking nothing of it. You know what I mean? And it's literally like I'm thinking about it. It's funny because we was talking about it as we was driving.
Yeah.
I was literally like, yo, I just want y'all to know, like, because
it was me, Solar, and Nubian.
Yeah, it was awesome. And because I knew, like, the brakes be funny. Like, we've had problems with them before. And I was just like, yo, if anything ever happens with the brakes, I just want y'all to know that I know what to do.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
We was, like, talking about that for, like, a good 2 minutes.
Exactly. So I had brought that up, and then literally, like, 2 minutes later, the brakes went out on the spaceship.
You forgot it was pouring. It started raining.
Oh, yeah, it started raining. It started raining.
And like,
we're going down.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting real quick.
She's like, I'm giving some details.
And I know, because it started pouring. Like, it's raining. We talking about, like, what if the brakes were to go out on the car? And he's like, I know what to do. I thought about this a million times. You know, I took courses on what to do. Like, if you know, the brakes went out on the car. So it started pouring down, raining. And then the brakes go out. The brakes fucking go out while it's raining. Oh, and like, that's what I'm saying. So, like, it's a winter season for y'all. And for us in the tropics, it rains. It rains. It just, you know, it's sunny. Like right now, it's sunny outside. And then maybe later on, it'll start raining. Pouring. It's not like regular rain, like, you know, sprinkling. It pours. All right, I'm going to say that. It was pouring down raining. That's what I want to say.
That's facts. So yeah. So the brakes end up going out. And we're going down the hill. It's like going like 30, 40 miles an hour, maybe even faster, I don't know. Everything happened very quick. All happened within like a minute. And as soon as they went out, I was like, I'm pumping on the brakes and they not working. And we getting ready to hit a curve. We was going so fast, I wouldn't have been able to hit the curve. The spaceship probably would have flipped. And it was divine because there was literally a straightaway for me to go on. You know what I'm saying? Like going off the mountain.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that was like flat. I'm thinking like, yo, if I go straight, this will be flat and the spaceship will slow down. So I'm going, and the spaceship is not stopping. I mean, it's not. We're picking up speed and everything.
It's like the spaceship is going super fast. And is that when you hit the stuff on the side of the road?
No. So when this happens, I'm pumping on the brakes. You dig what I'm saying? And the brakes are not working. So as I'm pumping on the brakes, I'm like, yo, this is not working. So I do everything that I can think to do. I put the e-brake on. I try and put it in neutral and pump on the brakes. And nothing is working. So I'm just keeping everybody calm. I'm like, yo, don't worry about anything. Yo, everything's gonna be good. I'm gonna figure it out. Like in the moment.
Like nobody freaked out, and we was all scared as shit. Like don't get it twisted. We was scared, but like we knew like everything was gonna be okay. And especially like having Anubis there, he was like, you know, he was keeping everybody calm. Like Solar, like, you sure, bro? We good, bro? And Anubis is like, you know, I got y'all. Y'all got y'all. Y'all good. Everything's good. You know, he was keeping the energy cool. And then,
I was keeping the energy cool. And pretty much I just realized in a moment, like, bro, I'm going to have to crash the spaceship. In order for us to survive, I have to crash the spaceship. You dig what I'm saying? So what I did was I basically turned into like a little gutter. I started hitting stuff on the road. Like I started hitting trees, like little trees, like little maybe like banana trees and a little fence. And I was able to slow the spaceship down enough to crash right before we went off a cliff. It was like, we were probably like 20 yards from a full cliff. You dig what I'm saying? A full cliff.
It wasn't like a little small, like 5 foot cliff.
It was like a full, it would have been finito. You dig what I'm saying? So, yeah, everything happened divine. Everything's cool. As y'all can see, Chief put the pictures up. You dig what I'm saying? But like, do I have more here?
So he started hitting stuff on a tree, on the side of the road, like trees and stuff to slow the vehicle down. And
this is it right here.
Yeah, so he started hitting stuff on the side of the road, and it was a curve. Like he said, like after that curve, it would have been cliff, and we were going too fast to even turn. Like he said, the spaceship would have flipped. So it was divine. It was like literally like a path before the curve that he could take. He goes straight down the path, and in that moment, like I just laid over her car seat. I'm like, oh shit, I knew you couldn't get control over the brakes were done. So it's like I knew at that point, like the brakes weren't gonna work. As soon as I see him take that path, it's like, all right, I'm about to crash, y'all. We about to crash. I just laid on top of her car seat, and then I closed my eyes. I was scared as shit.
Yeah, but baby girl, she didn't have a scratch on her. She didn't have a scratch on her. Yo, you just got a car seat for her, and literally the car seat flipped directly on top of her.
Right.
Like literally, we pulled the car seat up and she was laying down. Like, the car seat was directly on top of her.
Like, flipped back, like, to the, like, getting thrown. It just, I think it's because I was on top of it. So, like, when I got thrown, her body, when my body got thrown, the car seat kind of flipped over. Like you said, it was directly on top. And she was strapped in. And she wasn't even crying. She was good. Like, we picked up the car seat, and then that's when she cried. And everything was, like, you know, I mean, she was good. It was all good. But, it was really traumatizing for me. Like, almost going off a cliff and then crashing, and then, like, I got thrown to the front of the spaceship. I got thrown to the front. And then when I like it was quick, you know, we crashed and it was like a minute, but then we all came to. I get up. I'm in the front. Nu got thrown. You see the door came off. This is a picture of the driver's side. His door got thrown off. It was like, the wreck was bad. Nubian actually got thrown out of his seat and got pushed to the back, like towards where I was sitting. I was sitting in the front row. And he was on the ground, so when I came to, I saw his body. And like it was just so terrifying for me. It was so terrifying, and I was like, no. And like he looked up at me, and at that point, like I knew he was good, and I was like, Nubian. He just hopped up. He hopped up instantly, and it was just like he was injured the most out of everybody. He had blood everywhere. It was blood everywhere.
It seemed worse than it was. It seemed worse than it was.
Yeah, it was.
Don't make it sound like it.
No, listen. I'm just explaining. The cuts weren't that. The cuts were bad. Nah. First of all, but they weren't like severe to the point like.
Okay. Yeah.
It wasn't like that. It was just because he had a cut right here. Like you can see it right here. Show the cut on your nose.
What? I had a cut on my nose.
He had a cut on his nose.
I had a cut on my right here, and then my tooth went through my lip.
Right.
So it seemed like a lot because it was a lot of blood.
Right. So because of the cut right here, it was blood like pouring from his face, and then he has a cut on his arm. Show a cut on your arm.
What?
He had a cut on his arm. He has this cut right here on his arm. These look way better.
Everything healed up quick. I'm like Wolverine.
Yeah, he was healing right immediately after the accident. Like you could see like his immunity cells coming to the surface, the platelets and shit coming to the surface. But because of these cuts, because he actually had cuts on his body, it was blood coming from his body. So in the moment, we don't see how bad the cuts are, and I'm freaking out because I didn't freak out, but on the inside, I'm freaking out like, oh my god, like what's going on? His blood pouring from his face. He's bleeding from his arm. His leg is leaking, and I'm just like, oh my god, like I was just so grateful to be alive and for him to be good in the moment. Everybody, Solar saved, baby saved. Like it was. I was grateful.
In the they did have an ambulance come check me out for free. I know a lot of y'all keep saying the hospital. The ambulance came and they checked me out for free in the back of the ambulance.
Yeah, and it was like he's good. They
cleaned me up. They wrapped me up. They asked me. They checked to see if anything was broken. They touched on me. You know what I'm saying? They cleaned me up in the moment and made sure I was wrapped up for the time being. And it was all. They did it all free of charge. So they did come and they did look over my body to make sure that we were good. Baby Nubia was good. Everybody checked out to be good. So that's why we went forward from there. So we didn't need to go to the hospital. Right. There's no internal damage. It's really, everything just worked out perfectly fine. But yeah, outside of that, we just wanted to give y'all the update on that to let y'all know everything is okay. And especially with the situation with what you were saying, is that people demonize Chief. You dig what I'm saying? That's just not cool because, like, for me, like, I had to speak on this. Like, for me, I don't like how people try and make it seem like I'm not smart or I don't know the decision that I made in my life when I'm a grown-ass man. You dig what I'm saying? Like, all my life, people have always been like, oh, you're the wise one. All my older brothers called me the older brother. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know why people think, oh, you got a car accident, so you're delusional when I'm giving, well, I literally give you facts as to why I do what I do. Yet people still think like, oh, he's delusional, something's wrong with him. You feel me? Like, I'm a grown man living my life. You dig what I'm saying? And in Babylon, the type of person I was, where I'm an Aries, first off. Aries means that on whatever he sees as truth, he'll live that truth despite what anybody thinks about him. I don't care about what nobody thinks about him. You dig what I'm saying? Then my Mars is in Leo in the 11th house. So that's Leo in Aquarius. So for me, anytime I'm in a group and I feel like I don't belong there, I don't want to be there, I'll leave without a doubt. You feel me? And I won't wait. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, this is my family. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, this is my family. This is what I want to do in my life. You know what I'm saying? And for people to try and demonize Chief is fucked up. because they're literally trying to make something out of nothing. You dig what I'm saying? And then, so on top of that, it's like we have children here as well. So everybody out there that's trying to send harm this way and do things like that, like that's fucked up, and that's gonna come back to you. But it's like we have a family here that we're building, and we're happy with what we're doing. We're spreading truth. We're trying to live into our nature. We're the most peaceful people. You know what I'm saying? Like literally. You know what I'm saying? We're in an environment where you're taught MODs and 3Cs, communicate through your issues. And yeah, we have our shit. Everybody has their shit. We've all been programmed with fuck shit that we're dealing with. You dig what I'm saying? But the difference is how we're dealing with it and we're overcoming it. And y'all see that on a daily. You know what I'm saying? But instead you want to focus on the flaws instead of the message. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. Like I said, this was just a quick update. Everybody's good. Everything is okay. Everything's straight.
Right. We're all good. Everything's good here. It's been like a week after the accident. We're still good. He's healed up very nicely.
She's been taking very good care of me. And so is Chief. Chief has been making sure that we've been having our space because he knows the severity of it. So he made sure we had our space.
Yeah.
You know, Chief has been taking very good care of us, bro. He's been coming and talking to us constantly, making sure that we're good, making sure our mental is straight. He's definitely been on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for that because that shit was crazy.
So how's your leg?
My legs are straight. You know what I'm saying? Like I know y'all seen it wrapped up in the what's the name, but I mean nigga can walk. None of my bones are broken or anything like that. Like I'm good. I mean I'm a trooper. Like it's not even that bad. On some G shit, it's really not. It's not that bad. It could have been way worse. Could have been way worse. And for the people that's just coming in, yeah, everybody's been checked out. Everybody's been checked out. Everybody's good. And yeah. So, but also the thing is we don't have transportation. So anybody out there who wants to donate, the Cash App is right there. So that's all the transportation we have. We literally live 45 minutes in the mountain. You know what I mean? So it could be expensive to try and get a ride down or difficult to get what we need to get. So right now we're in the process of we need a new spaceship. You know what I'm saying? Well, we say spaceship, but car. We say spaceship, but we need a new car. So anybody who had it in their heart, you know, wants to donate to what we're doing, support, the Cash App is there.
Right. Yeah. And yes, Nubian had a car seat. She was in a seat in a car seat.
Yeah. So that's what happened. Everybody relax. Everything is good.
Everything's good.
All right. Good?
Yeah.
All right, that's that. I love myself.